Death Metal, back with another video, and today's subject: what is the point of owning physical media in 2026? In a world where there are infinite bands, infinite things to buy, right? You can listen to anything on streaming anywhere. What is the point of owning all these? Got a nice fat stack here, and we can kind of like prove the point as to why I still do collect physical media, and it's probably not what you think, right? So one way, one argument that I hear as to why people collect at all is because they want to pay the band, right? Which I can respect and is very admirable. And I do think that is part of the reason why I do it, right? Like, I love knowing that if I buy a record from someone, especially a band, let's talk Exumed, right? Just got the new Exumed record. What's the point of owning stuff like this nowadays? Well, it's because I fucking love Matt Harvey, man. I appreciate what him and Ross Sewage have done for death metal through the years. So yeah, you could definitely say, fucking A, I'd like to throw you a couple of bucks, and who knows how much they get. I hope they get a fat cut from Relapse. You never know with these bigger labels, but whatever, I'll do my part and support you, right? As best that I can with that 20-ish bucks, right? I even got the shirt, so a little more too, and then, you could take it another way, right? Where, why would you own something like a shitty old copy of Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance? Well, I bought this used and it was kind of crappy, right? Like it's not like a brand new pressing, but one of the coolest things I found inside this, check this sleeve out. Look at how badass, dude. Isn't that sick? But one of the coolest things inside, when you shop for records like this, I found some college papers. Like, I don't know if it's like an acceptance letter or something. Housing assignment office room choosing instruction sheet for fall of 1983. Look at that, dude. How crazy is that? That inside this, what a time capsule this becomes. 1983, someone had this in their fucking dorm. How sick is that, dude? So like, yeah, man, shit like this, it's a time capsule and you find stuff like that. How incredible is that, So yeah, that's another way you could take it. You could say, man, I'm fond of this record and it reminds me of some times that I had once upon a dreary moon or some shit, and then once in a while, there's shit like bootlegs, right? What do we make of bootlegs? Here we go. This one sucks, right? This was one of the shittiest fucking pressings of anything I've gotten in a minute. Fucking glitter records. And, not trying to shame on your game, but like, generally it's bad, you could say the audio quality is super shitty because it's just so low. It sounds like it was just taken right from audio files and like slammed into the wax, but like not in a good way. Like it just, they were throwing shit to the wind with this one. But do I regret buying it and owning it? No. Why? Because I love AC. And this hasn't been pressed and might not be pressed for fucking who knows how long, right? So like, I don't know. What's the purpose of owning it? Well, you're not even listening to it, right? So you start wondering these questions, right? And I'm like, well, it's really kind of about more than that. It's less about why, the band that I'm trying to pay at the end of the day, or, collecting it for memories and stuff. Here's where it gets real far out. I believe that this shit has energy, right? Do I need another copy? Do I need to buy a copy of Fatal Portrait by King Diamond? Probably not, this is mass produced, by fucking Metal Blade, and so sick, dude. Look at that. Such an awesome album cover. But it's not like I'm really throwing many, like King Diamond's not gonna shake my hand and be like, oh, thanks, man. Like, you rule for picking that up. I need guys like you, But so what is it that I buy it for? The essence. And this is where we go back into my typical usual rants on this channel, where things are less about, what they simply are, right? Simply, this is just a pile of fucking wax and, whatever. Oh, it's Hemale pressing. So good, man. So good. Horror, pain, gore, death. Thank you, Hemale. Easily. This is one of my favorite records that I bought in the past year or so. Whenever this dropped, it was like a no-brainer. Such a fucking awesome album. But Rad Jackson, baby. God, talk about character, by the way, in death metal. I love and appreciate people who have character. And I'm going to do a full Hemale video, I think, one of these days. But regardless, it's essence. It's the essence of these things, right? I am obsessed with owning this stuff and being around all of it because it invigorates me with the essence, right? Like, I love looking at a crate of records stacked there, knowing that I have this collection of work by artists who I respect. You know what I'm saying? Take my man Leviathan, right? Tentacles of Horror, so sick, so good. I mean, like, owning as much of his stuff as I can, because it is such a thing, because like, here's Demos 2000, I already showed this, but like, I feel like a weird cosmic connection. One, I'm related actually to a dude named Jeff Whitehead, so a funny universe wink there, but just being that idea of being a solo metal act, right? Like, one-man band, like fucking one-man army of one, dude, like, that speaks to me. So I like the essence of what Leviathan is, right? That makes sense to me in my own kind of way. I buy his records, I put them up, and I listen to them frequently, and it like gives me some sense of like, magic, you know? There's something to it that's like very hard to put into words, and I think the more you love something, the harder it is to describe sometimes, right? Like, all this stuff, I could try and talk about riffs and all that stuff, but it's about something else at the end of the day. It's what speaks to you, you know? And even the vinyl format itself, holding this big, you know, concrete thing. Let's go with Rob Zombie's new album here. Holding this big concrete body of work, you know what I mean? Like, as a musician, it's invigorating, dude, looking at the final product of someone's grind, someone's artistic idea, expression. You know, I'm gonna do this is another one I want to do a video on too. But an album is not just an album, man. It's a culmination. There's a spirit to all this stuff, you know? It's like I always talk about. What's the buff metal thing? The buff metal thing is combining metal and philosophy, you know? And that's my kind of long-winded take on, well, what's the point of buying vinyl, you know? The point is they have essence, you know? That it's the spirit of rock and roll on a piece of wax that you can hold and be with in your hand, in person, you know what I mean? It's not like just you click a button, you can play anything. When it comes to what I listen to at home, I can't play anything. It's not infinite. I have a finite amount of choices, and I like it that way. You know, it's nice to be able to go through my records and be like, I thoroughly choose this, you know? I don't just choose a song, I choose to listen to your piece. You know, it's like, would you want to look at a quarter of a painting? No, you wouldn't. Like, or you wouldn't want to see just one like angle of it. I like feeling the whole thing, letting the whole thing like rip, kind of suck me in, you know? And I find that in physical media, vinyl especially, like we're talking today, that is where you get the most spirit out of anything, you know? So anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Fucking, if you haven't checked out any of those albums, obviously go check them out. They're all awesome. But why do you collect? That's, you know, what are some other reasons I forgot? You know, it's not just about nice pressings and you know, not so nice pressings and just hoarding things to hoard them. But what's the point? What essence does it give you? Ask yourself that. Let me know.